So you ever notice people romanticize communism like it's some kind of sexy economic supermodel? They're always like, "Oh, but communism, it's so shapely. It's such a shapely." And it's like, "Yeah, so is a rattlesnake right before it bites you." These people look at capitalism, the system, that actually works, the one that actually works. Yeah, it doesn't look quite as nice. I get it. And they go, "Ugh. It's so straight, so stiff, so boxy. Where are the curves? Where's the lines, man?" And it's like, I can see that, but it's like, well, yeah, it's streamlined, okay? It's streamlined. A good market system removes the aesthetically pleasing bottlenecks. They're aesthetically pleasing, but not actually system-wise useful to most of for the economy, right? You have to choose the shape that is most. See, the shape of the human body, you can't just apply it to the shape of the economy as though they're the same thing, because it's the use of what you're doing dictates what the shape should be, So you got to remove the bottlenecks. You don't want the curvy bottlenecks in the economy, So these cute little curves everyone pretends are equitable. They're not useful. They're not actually helping you, okay? They're not actually helping you in an economic system, but actually block everything like a communist kidney stone, which isn't good. Capitalism has no curves in its body structure because they removed all the bottlenecks. They removed all the bottlenecks. That's what capitalism does. So the stuff just flows right to your doorstep. It's crazy, but zero curves. That's the problem. So people like to see the curves, man. And I get it, but it's built like a Lego block with ambition. Capitalism is that bodybuilder who only trains his lats. He's a little off on the dimensions. He didn't really follow Arnold Schwarzenegger's kind of system of trying to work out every different piece, because that's not the point. It's trying to work out the capitalist system so he can deliver the package directly to the door. So they have no neck. It's just a slab of efficiency and a credit score. So he turns sideways and he disappears. It's not the most attractive thing, but again, efficient for the economies. He's aerodynamic, sends those packages right to your doorstep like with the least minimal amount of friction. Going to have the minimal amount of friction to get it there faster. You could fire that guy out of a cannon and he'd increase GDP on impact. That's what we want, people. Meanwhile, communism's over here built like a Coke bottle left on a radiator. Bottleneck curves everywhere. Rotation line curves. Ration line curves. Commodity shortages curves. Government paperwork curve with flames on it. And yeah, communism looks appealing when you're young. Just like every bad idea ever created, right? If it's young enough, you're like, they're like that. Look at the skin. Look at the skin on that communism system. And it's like, but it's got the hourglass figure at that point. And it's like, oh, look, equity. It's got the equity silhouette, but that seductive little bottleneck that whispers, "Come on, comrade. Just give up your property rights. Daddy government will provide." But oh boy, give it time. Because here's the thing, those curves never go away. They never actually go away. They just get bloated, right? So you still got the curves. It's not streamlined like capitalism, but the curves get totally bloated. They get inflated, puffed up like a marshmallow dictator left too close to the campfire. Communism ages like a gallon of whole milk in a sauna. Those cute little bottlenecks become giant, swollen economic chins. You see the problem here? That the bottleneck, the chin used to have a bottleneck, but now the bottleneck is choking out the chin fat, and the chin fat is stuck above the bottleneck, resulting in like multiple chins. That's not what you want. Triple chin levels of inefficiency. That's not good. The kind of chin that grows its own zip code and demands a 12-hour breadline. That's not good. By the time communism hits middle age, you don't have a bottleneck. You've got a government-issued turkey waddle hanging over it. blocking supply chains, eating your productivity, and sweating through a state-sponsored turtleneck. Sure, capitalism looks rigid and necklace, but guess what? That's the shape of freedom. Straight lines, open flow, no blockages. The economy breathes, baby. Communism looks curvy only until you realize the curves are actually structural failures wearing ideological spandex. So yeah, people say communism is shapely. It's got the bottlenecks. It's got the curves. But give it a decade and it turns into the economic version of a giant triple chin suffocating the bottleneck it still pretends is attractive. Capitalism may be necklaced, but communism is chinful, and that is the difference.